Today in our 2011 Chevrolet HHR, we're going to be showing you how to install the Blue Ox fuse bypass switch for towed vehicles, accepting the ATM mini fuse and 10 inches long. Part number is BX88271. Now the Blue Ox fuse bypass is going to be an excellent solution for those vehicles where fuses need to be removed for it to go into tow mode. Essentially what we're going to do is just replace that fuse into the fuse bypass. Then when we turn our switch in the down position, it would be just like pulling that fuse out of the power block. That's going to allow us to go into tow mode without pulling this whole panel off, trying to figure out which fuse it is and pull it out. Now when we're ready to unhook our vehicle and go back into drive mode, by flipping our switch into the other position, that's going to be just like plugging that fuse back in. So we're going right from our tow mode right into our drive mode without ever having to fumble with those fuses. Now these can be, in some cases you could have 2 or 3 or 4 fuses that needed to be taken care of. These can easily be just stacked up, one right on top of the other, flip them all into drive mode, flip them all into tow mode. It's a very, very good and quick solution for those fuse pulling issues. So what we're going to do is pop out this panel, and we're actually going to be using a bypass, which will basically just be like a switch that we can flip when we want to go from tow mode to non-tow mode. Now what we're looking for is the number 8 fuse, which is going to be from the top right corner. It's the third one down. It's going to be a small 2 amp fuse, ignition switch, pass key 3+. That's our area, fuse number 8. We'll just get that guy pulled out of there. We'll set that fuse aside. Get our fuse bypass. I want to pull the connectors right here off this back side of it. We'll need to take the little nut off the back. And then we want this to pass through our panel here in a safe area. What I mean by safe area is we certainly don't want it to go in and hit anything. We don't want it to kind of take any of the information off of our door. So it looks like kind of in this area would be a good spot. Really doesn't have much going on behind it, so I think right in there should be a pretty good location. Take a 3/4 inch hole saw and we'll want to cut that out. Get our switch threaded in or pushed in, whatever works for you. On the back side, let's thread our nut on there. Now we don't need a tremendous amount of force on here. Just torque it down enough to where it gets a good hold. Plug our connectors back in. Our 2 amp fuse is going to go in the holder that's on the bypass here. Pop the cover on there. And then we need these to go in where the fuse came out. Again, needle nose will come in handy here. All right. Now we'd always want to just kind of coil that. And we can put our panel back in place. Now with our switch working as it should, that's going to complete the installation of the Blue Ox fuse bypass switch. Part number BX88271 on our 2011 Chevrolet HHR.
Click the link below to shop, learn more, or visit us at etrailer.com.